Hi guys, today we're going to talk about a little bit of accessories. As you can see, this is the Polish underfolder. I call that Frankenstein gun because as you can see, it's totally converted to best suit to my needs. It has the stock adapter, a 3x optic, and now we have on it a Vltor full-size key mud rail. So today I want to talk to you about specifically about that rail. As far as the installation, as you can see, I have some gap between the rail and the receiver, and this is because the bracket used which clamps on the barrel bracket used by the Vltor, I would have to modify it to fit my Polish gas tube. This is the Polish set parts kit underfolder, and that gas tube, that neck around the gas tube was a little bit too thick, and I had to move the bracket all the way forward before clamping on the barrel. For some of you, I'm suspecting that the gas tubes will be okay and you won't going to have that gap. I check also the Bulgarian gas tube and Hungarian gas tube, and they all had the problems fitting into that bracket in the position which would allow to slide in that rail all the way towards the receiver. Regardless, installation was extremely easy. I followed all the instructions. I did not put the Loctite on the screws. I did this on purpose. Usually I do the Loctite, but I just torqued it to the values that they were telling in the instruction manual, and I wanted to see if the screws will hold up, and they did. They did. I had no problems with the screws. The screws did not back out, but like if you're going to do the installation, I strongly encourage you to use the blue Loctite. Put it on the screws. This would basically extend the life of those screws. That will prevent them from backing out, not the extend the life, but it will prevent them from backing out from the recoil forces and everything. So this is the key mud rail. As you can see, I got some key mud accessories on it. There is tons of the real estate. You can put all the rail sections, whatever you want to do with it. I know what you're thinking. You want to ask, are they going to offer the M-Lock version of this rail? I did ask that question. I had feedback that they were having a meeting. They will talk about it. As soon as we will know the results, I will let you know, guys, what's the latest. But so far, this rail is offered only in the key mud version, a little bit over 220 bucks, and that's the total cost for everything, for the full hardware included. Now, the rail it's not that heavy. It adds a little bit weight, but it balances very well, and it's easy to drive the gun and move with it. It's really comfortable and balances the weapon perfectly, like in this setup what I have here. And I don't feel the extra weight. Some people will say, well, you already have a lot of weight forward, but as I said, with this setup with 3x optic and the stock adapter M4 stock, I do not feel any stress using this weapon. And what is interesting with this short stubby grip, you can really engage the targets from the very different positions, and it helps because you can jam it against the wood and keep pushing the rounds on target and spreading a horror to the bad guys if you have to, or just for fun. Either way works. Now, the rail is not very thick on the material up front. I mean, the thickness of that aluminum is not really big. What we did is I did the drops. I did drop the rail on the hard ground, dry bone hard ground. I didn't want to drive over because I'm suspecting, because of the key mud slots and everything, probably rail would deform by driving over. But you know, the driving over is extremes. So let's put this to the corner. I did not drive over the rail with the car, but it did survive the drops without any issues. This is more common scenario. I can see the people dropping the rifle on the ground. However, I can guarantee you in the United States, not many people will admit it, but there are people who drive over their own rifles. They're just not going to admit it. Anyhow, a rifle survived the drops without any issues. I do not see any deformations, and as I said, the screws did not get loose at any point. Now, another common question about the rail, how hot it gets. Guys, after around 2 magazines in a hot summer day like we got today, you're going to start feeling. I'm wearing gloves, and basically you had to drop down to the forward grip and keep your hands away from the rail, because it will, in some extreme cases, when I was doing a magazine dumps mixed with the regular shooting, we were getting 180 degrees, even more, over 200, close to this section on the rail. So that's, you cannot touch it even in the gloves. It quickly goes through it, and you know, and if you will push it, basically it will be, you will get burned. But like with everything on the AK, even wood, you can get to the temperature that you're not going to be able to touch the gun. That's just the nature of the beast. That's why having the short stubby grip on, when you got that full real estate to use, absolutely I would encourage you to use it, and it helps. Also, that's why we use the magazine grip on the AKs so often. Other than this, the good thing on the positive side, so the rail gets hot if you will do a lot of fast shooting and everything, but on a positive note, let me tell you that because of all those holes, the rail is cooling off much quicker than what I have seen from the other companies, other products. So you got some negatives because all these holes, they are weakening the structure of the rail, but then on the positive side, it's circulating the air much faster and it's cooling off much nicer. So the link for all accessories and everything, I'll put it in the video description, so don't go nuts, you will have it there. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to give you the updates on you know, going forward from time to time, how's this rail performing. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for being with us.